No Ayala, brother.
Oh man, we got two legends at the same time in this motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Sir.
Of course, we all know Big Boy, B-I-G-B-O-I, took them knuckles to your eye. But this is extra special because we got the sound behind Big, man. We got Sleepy Brown in the building too.
Appreciate it, man.
How you guys doing?
Oh,
Great,
man, super
great.
fantastic, man. No pressure, no problem.
Yes, sir.
I feel like the new album you guys are doing together is long overdue, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually is.
But you guys have also done so much music together. It's like it's kind of like we got an album's worth of material though.
No, more than the album worth. So, I mean, we want to give them something new that's just me and Brown. Since we performed together and we've been out here rocking festivals and just, kind of giving it to the people. So we came together for a big sleepover.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how did this even come together? Because you guys known each other, you guys go way back. So whose idea was it? Like, yo, man, we should just do a whole project.
It's kind of both hours. We were on the road together and just kind of was sitting there and just kind of looked at each other like, man, it's time for us to do some new stuff because we were listening to everything that we've done. And, Big just had a library of like 2 million beats. So at the time, we just kind of started collecting stuff and just getting ideas. And we just knew it was finally time to do one because, it was about time,
Yeah. Where does this sound come from, man? Because, I mean, you guys definitely rep the ATL. You guys always been putting it down for a long time. But the lyrics have always been there, but it's always been a little bit different than the rest of hip-hop, man. Like,
It's going to always be that way, you know. The whole mindset that we always have, even from Organized Noise and being in a group called Outkast is always being different than what the norm is doing. So, everybody go left, we go right, always being aware of what is going on in all music, you know what I mean? But to kind of carve your own path and trying to create an edge, a sound that nobody's heard before, you got to evolve. And, to be here 25 years, reinvent yourself every album from Southern Playalistic to Idlewild, Boomerverse, Lucha Left Foot, Big Grounds, Mr. Brown, you know what I mean? It's a challenging task, but when you tap into that new music, man, it's very rewarding.
yeah, and that's why I'm so excited, too, because even Boomerverse, it's like, you guys have gotten better at the craft as time has gone on. Not a lot of people can say that. Like, you go to Boomerverse, you got the song with Corrupt and Killer Mike, which is crazy.
Thank you,
But
brother.
the whole album is, from top to bottom, is like,
man.
this don't sound like somebody who's been doing this shit 25 plus years, man.
Right.
It's recreational, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like the music right now is just it's for fun, and it's it's nothing to prove. I mean, we done sold all the records, won all the awards. Right now, it's all about creating a perfect groove, and to be in a group with my big brother, man, it's just like we can do whatever we want to do. It's very experimental, and we just really just putting our best foot forward on everything.
Dope. The question I have for you, Big Boy, is how did you find Killer Mike, man? And did you know Killer Mike was gonna be the Killer Mike we know today? Like, was he always like that? Because I feel like he's activist, dope ass rapper, and he's getting like all these accolades like later in his career.
Yeah, he was definitely outspoken. He went to my brother went to Clark at Atlanta University, and went on partners went to Morehouse in Atlanta, and Killer Mike used to go to school with my brother, and my brother used to bring me his mixtapes all the time. I just see him all around the house, and I'm like, one time I just popped it in. I was like, oh, buddy, I like his voice, and he really kind of rambunctious. So we was working on Aquemini. I invited him to the studio, and we did Snapping and Trapping that night, and he never let me down. Always been a good guy, and strong-headed. Like I'd always say, like, two of my best accomplishments in music outside of being an Outkast is signing Killer Mike and signing Janelle Monáe.
Oh, that's
That
was a good one too, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's a good one. I feel like that was a slow burn too, because I feel like she's still just now getting a lot of the props she deserved a long time ago, man.
Yeah, she's bigger than her music right now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but the music is outstanding.
How, Sleepy Brown, how have you guys managed to stay so close throughout the years? Because a lot of crews fall apart, man.
We're just brothers, We, it's family, man. Like, still to this day, everybody in the Dungeon family, we all talk on a text group together. We talk every day. So,
you guys got a Dungeon family group text?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny, too.
The funny as hell.
It's funny as hell.
All day long.
All day long.
That's way. I got a group text with Paulina and PJ.
Oh, nice.
We had a good time though.
It's not a good problem.
Yeah.
You guys, what do you guys talk about in the group text?
Well, a lot of stuff we
Everything.
can't talk about.
Yeah, a lot of stuff we can't talk about.
Oh shit, it's
It's like-
that real shit
yeah.
there. It's that real shit.
Yeah, you got it's like Fight Club. We can't tell you.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can't say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My other question, since I have you both here, because we got into a huge argument about this and we started cursing each other out. I want to know, what's your favorite Outkast projects?
All of
Or
them.
hold on. I need one. Your favorite. My favorite well, shit, they're all good, man, for different reasons. But I think my favorite is Aquemini.
Yeah.
But I think you can argue that though.
Yeah, you know what it's like? It's like if you got multiple kids and you saying one of your kids is your favorite. That's what it's like. You know what I mean? You all love them in a different way. They all are time capsules that captured the essence of your life from your teen years to your early 20 years, from your 20 to 25, 25 to 28. You know what I mean? So they're like diaries. So different memories are sparked by different records.
Right.
I can know we had the wildest time around Stankonia.
Oh, it sounds like it. Because those BPMs were going up during Stankonia. And I was like, okay, they're doing some other shit.
BPMs, heart rates, all kinds of shit.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, because Stankonia to me was more, it was more like when Outkast like started experimenting, like almost like Jimi Hendrix in a way. It was like a total rock album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's where I felt like both of them just blossomed so much more because they were, they were used to being producers now. So they knew what they wanted and they could experiment even more.
Right.
So I thought that was just a really cool album.
When you guys made Bombers Over Baghdad, what was that like? Because for the time, even now,
drugs.
It sounds like it because that shit was fast as fuck. It had a choir on there.
I just fucking with you, yeah. It was just like life, man. We actually went to Europe and visited a lot of clubs, and they were really into the drum and bass sound, and it was just crazy. So we would kind of be in the pits with the people, and it was like, oh, this shit's dope. So went back and programmed some shit up. You know what I mean? It comes from traveling and being in different spots and just, we listen to all music, so you're affected by everything.
That's what's up, man.
Along with the drugs, man.
what kind of drugs we doing? Because to me,
coffee.
Bombs Over Baghdad sounds like some shrooms or some DMT or some fucking.
No, Bombs Over Baghdad sounds like crack. It sounds like crack. We didn't smoke crack or even soft cocaine or none of that shit, but it sounds like, yeah.
Can I get the behind the scenes of like two of my favorite songs real quick?
Yeah.
The first one, we're going to go back to Aquemini, School It on the Barbie with Raekwon.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was dope because, there was still sort of a divide in hip-hop between the East Coast, between, the West Coast down South. So for y'all to come out and have Raekwon on there.
Right.
And it was some Outkast shit. It wasn't like he was trying to make some woo shit.
Right.
How did that even come about, man?
It was cool. Like, Raekwon came to the dungeon. We were both, actually, when he did his verse, I was in the booth with him while he did his verse. When we was just passing the Hennessy back and forth, and that was the first time he was like, man, come in here with me while I rock. And I'm like, I ain't never been in the booth with a nigga. All I do is rap. I'm like, I guess it's a New York thing. So we in there, he just Hennessy back and forth. It was pretty cool, though, because he was rapping, we was rapping to each other. And so to this day, Raekwon is like a dear friend of mine, and of course we did Royal Flush after that with me, him, and Andre 3000, and I can get him on the phone right now and just get him on anything. He been dropping some quality music too, man.
Yeah, man.
Every project Raekwon dropped, man, is a heat. So you got to check him out, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what's up. The other one on that album was Art of Storytelling with Slick Rick.
Oh yeah.
Who's what's her name? Susie Stomper?
Yeah, Susie
Sasha
Screw.
Stomper.
Susie Screw and Sasha Thumper. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
How did that come about, man?
Shit, listen to the words, man. It was just, talking about, how we was in there in the studio.
Yeah, the road life.
Yeah, just
everything we went through at that time.
We were telling a story,
right?
Like, so the characters are kind of they fictional, but based on real life people or whatever, and it was just basically like kind of. Just, talking about if you wanted a freak or if you wanted to find you a good girl that used to be a freak or a freak that could turn into a good girl.
Right,
Can you turn a hoe into a housewife or can you, the theory is still out there.
And you gave us that song and now we know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, watch out.
Damn.
But shout.
Sorry. So real quick, Big Sleepover coming soon. The single's out right now with CeeLo.
Yes.
Right?
Intentions.
Intentions. Intentions to do what?
Man, to succeed, to go ahead and get what you need, what you want. You set that intent, man, and you go for it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's for a woman or a job or
whatever it is.
The first thing I when I heard that song, like, it blew my mind because it was like this weird, like, 80s vibe, but it was still, like, current and slapping like a motherfucker. And I was like, it's drugs. It gotta be drugs. It gotta be drugs. You can't do that shit sober.
Man.
Well, these days we can.
Yeah. How'd you do that, Sleepy?
Wow. Drugs. No.
Wah!
No, you know, it was kind of
Stupid.
easy, man. You know, Ray played the beat from Organized Noise, my partner Ray. As soon as he played it, man, it just gave me that vibe of like early, you know, late 80s, early 90s, kind of loose ends, kind of like that R&B feel, you know what I mean? So it kind of took me back to the skating ring, you know, and so I just felt like that record, I would definitely see a beautiful woman try to holler at off that record.
Yeah.
So that was my, you know, that's how I came up with the hook. It's my intention to try
It's
to talk to
groovy,
you.
man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just like it got that vibe to it.
Yeah.
When you guys produce as Organized Noise, what's that process like? Who does what?
Well, it kind of, it's kind of like Ray'll do a beat, and then we'll come finish it, or Rico do a beat, or I may do a beat. It's kind of like we'll do beats, and then we'll come together and just say, okay, you need this, or you need that. Let me put this breakdown on it. Let me do this. Let me change those drums for you.
Right.
Kind of like that.
How do you keep the sound so different and fresh?
I'm going to say, to tell you the truth, I'm going to say that's Ray and Rico, because, you know, Ray, that's why we call him Yoda, man, because he's incredible with that drum machine, and he has on his computer, I swear to God, that man got like 50 million beats.
Yeah.
And he could never find one when you like it.
Yeah.
Ray, what was that beat you played? I don't know.
Yeah, he doing definitely when we go to the studio on a daily basis, you're not hearing no less than 25, 30 beats.
Absolutely.
You know? So it's a plethora of music to choose from, and then we might, just like he said, when you be like, hey, let me get that, he be like, oh, that's gone.
Yeah, that's gone.
I don't remember what it was. So you gotta, when he play a beat, you got to make him take his hand off the drum machine, have the engineer load it into the Pro Tools and get it then.
That's the only way.
Hopefully you can get the whole
going.
session, because he'll keep going.
He'll keep changing.
Yeah, he'll be like, email that,
changing.
you can take your ass home, you going to take that home and write to it, and then I'm going to keep on going like this.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
my last question, and only reason I'm asking is because I have to ask, because our listeners, our viewers are going to get mad if I don't ask. And you know what I'm going to ask, because I'm sure you get asked this every fucking interview, man.
Some bullshit.
It's going to be some bullshit. I'm just giving
I
you
already know
disclaimers.
it's
Some
some
bullshit.
bullshit.
That's nice of you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Everybody wants the Outkast album. Is that ever going to happen, man?
Everybody need to go to church and pray to the Lord and then ask the Lord.
Say, Dre, please, Lord, please let that man go in there.
Whatever y'all want, y'all pray for that. But we got a big sleepover. We out here doing music.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just ask,
Is Andre playing the flute on this album? Because I feel like he could play the flute for 3 hours in the airport. He can give,
That's a long story. That's a long story.
That's a very
long story. Yeah, we'll tell it one day.
We
say
will.
that right now.
Not right now.
That's what it is. Well, hey, man, thank you for taking the time, because I know you guys are on a tight schedule. Big
good.
sleepover coming soon.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Big Boy, legend, Sleepy Brown as a DJ and beat maker. Oh, man.
Thank you, brother.
Mr. Lee.